Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading. This is a message for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Aries. These are general readings, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Try not to build a story if it is not resonating for you. Check your moon sign or rising sign. Or if you would like a personal private reading with me one-on-one, you can book through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com, and that information is also in the description box below this video. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on for you. I typically read into the blind spots, into the aspects that we might not see or easily see. So let's see what's going on for you, Aries, on your soul's journey. For Aries, what do we have for Aries? First card out, focus. You've got your target, your intention, and you're pulled your bow back, you're aiming, you're ready to shoot, but you're focusing in the direction that you want to hit. There's a lot of fire involved in here as well, Aries. Reminds me of you. It does take a lot of focus. And in this day and age, it's very hard for a lot of us, especially energetically speaking, to have that pinpointed focus on something. As we're so overstimulated within our nervous system, and there's so much going on, even artificial energies such as 5G, Wi-Fi, microwave, you name it. We are scattered. Not to mention Mars in retrograde. Mars is your ruling planet, Aries, in a square to Neptune. That is a lot of brain fog, scattered thinking, confusion. So this first card is telling you to focus. Let's keep going for Aries. The Archer. We, as the day that I'm reading this, we will be having the new moon in Sagittarius. The sun has just moved into Sagittarius. As well, we also have Mercury and Venus in Sagittarius. Currently, the moon is still in Scorpio, but later on today, this evening, it will move into Sagittarius, into the new moon. That's a big shift in energy. However, it's still going to be tricky. But I feel like after we get through this hump, so to speak, when we're in a dark moon energy, that is when most of our challenges arise, as well as our shadow. Things that we've swept under the rug that need to be dealt with now are all coming to the surface. Let's keep going, Aries. What else for Aries, please? Next card out, honesty. It's important to be honest with yourself as well as others. Another fire. And you are fire. More Mars energy as well. You may have a lot of restlessness going on, Aries. Which is why it's important to focus. Because Aries, you are the first sign of the zodiac, the baby of the zodiac. So you have a lot of incredible visions and ideas, and you're able to get them started. But to complete the execution is a little bit more of a struggle. That's something that you need to get honest with yourself and learn to open up, work with others, allow others in, because you need support and assistance in whatever this is. We'll get deeper into it. What else for Aries? High Priestess of Air. Be mindful of your thoughts, Aries, as well as your communication, the words that you speak. They have a potency to them. Be mindful and pay attention to any judgmental or negative thoughts or, criticisms to yourself or to others, about yourself, about others. This card is telling me that some of that is going on. It could be something passed down from a parent, a certain pattern of behavior or way of being that you are being shown, as we all are being shown our shadow at this phase of time and space on the planet. In this lunar cycle. What else for Aries? What else for Aries? Aries, I get, you're very excitable and have a lot of genius ideas. And you may take pride in thinking outside of the box. However, you may be a bit impulsive, as Aries can be. So check with your impulse control, as well as your ability to self-regulate emotionally. Anything else for Aries, please? Complicated. And denial at the bottom. Okay. So yes. With this first layer of energy, what I'm getting for you, Aries, bottom of the deck is denial. There's something that you're missing. There's something that you're denying. It's important to recognize and get honest with yourself. You continue to just go for the low-hanging fruit, which means you just continue to go for what you know, what is easy, what seems simplistic, what is, is going to work for you. However, your focus is on something much larger, much grander, much more than the low-hanging fruit. However, it's time to get honest. Be honest with yourself and honest with others about what it is that you're truly focused on. And recognize that you can't do it all alone, Aries. And you're going to have to trust and open up and allow others to assist from time to time, which means communication. I'm getting maybe you're not completely either straightforward with people or you lack the communication. Again, Aries, very impulsive energy I'm picking up. So you may just have a big idea and you just go for it without telling anybody or discussing it with anybody. And there is some magic to that as well, but these are big things. These are something that you want to at least let somebody in on when you're starting these projects or these ideas, because I'm also getting that you do know that you need assistance and help, that it's not just a one-person project or experience or thing. Yet you either continue to go for the low-hanging fruit, those who you know are going to be receptive to you and assist you, but that makes things very complicated. Those that you really typically, generally want to have involved or work with or have this experience with, you lack the communication to them. It may be last minute or none at all, which then complicates things, Aries. So pay attention to your thoughts and your communication. Let's dive a little deeper into this for you. For Aries. Jupiter also stations direct today. Jupiter has been in retrograde. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is very expansive. It allows us to think outside of the box. And it opens us up. It takes us out of our belief systems and opens us up to much, much more. Unless you're extremely stubborn. But Jupiter's assistance in there is amazing. It is also the planet of gifts, but you want to be mindful. There's polarity to everything. So Jupiter will expand whatever it is that you're focused on. So if you're focused on something negative or judgmental, you're going to get that in a much grander fashion for yourself. Be mindful of that. Okay, let's talk about focus for Aries. So what it is that you're focusing on, you want it to be successful. You want to be recognized for whatever it is that you focus on all the time. This is a pattern. And what we put our focus on will manifest. I do believe that you understand this, Aries. Didn't come out, but I'm going to show it to you. Emotional loss with the honesty. So this honesty card, there are some deeper depths to you, Aries, that are trying to reveal themselves to you to assist you in maybe shedding a past version of yourself or doing some parts work or inner child work or shadow work on yourself. Has to do with some form of emotional, not being supported emotionally when you were a child, which then we lack the ability to self-regulate our emotions completely. You may feel like you are on top of it, but none of us are completely on top of it. It's finding the areas that need assistance and more self-improvement. We have material and spiritual prosperity. Aries, what I'm getting here also is being honest with yourself about what have you been focused on. Has it been the third dimensional material world and the materialistic things? That's okay. But if you're solely focused on that and that alone, you miss the whole point of even being here on this planet at this time. Because consumption and production is going to be the end of this planet sooner than later. So you want to shift your focus into more of the ethereal or spiritual aspects of life, which can certainly bring prosperity. Prosperity is much more than just money and things and possessions. It is connection. It is magic. But you got to be honest with yourself of where are your values and where's your focus? Honestly. Sorry for the glare on my glasses, Aries. The sun is shining right through the window across from me. Yeah, High Priestess of Air. Because when you execute whatever you're working on at any time, and there's lack of communication, there's maybe a feedback loop that just continuously runs over and over and over again in the head, in the mind. You're operating on old energy and old pattern, and you find that things don't work out exactly as you had intended, and there could be conflict, or you need help, and suddenly there's nobody around to help you, and you're doing things all on your own, and you're burning yourself out. This is also showing you that there are certain missed or skipped steps in your current life path, your journey, that we all have from time to time, but this is when we race through our tests, our challenges, our lessons. We miss things. So things don't work out all the way because you're missing what the universe is trying to teach you by racing through and just trying to get things done the way that you want them. Where's your focus? You got to be honest with yourself there, because otherwise you just feel defeated and you're constantly going back, you're backtracking or repeating old patterns. Well, this is kind of deep, Aries. Okay, spiritual strength. Okay, so yeah, if things seem complicated right now, or, you know, wacky and weird, and you're getting a lot of intuitive hits, intuitive message, Spirit's working with you, working on you. And when I get spiritual strength, that tells me that it's not easy. It can actually even be quite defeating and painful at times. Everything just starts off with a beautiful vision, and it becomes extremely complicated after you get involved in it. This is Spirit telling you, slow down, Aries. Slow down, pay attention, and connect. Connect to your higher self. Connect to Spirit. Allow Spirit to assist you. And also let go of the need to fully control everything and allow things to fall into place. This is a new way of learning. Spiritual strength, it's not an easy path, but it's an important one. Trust me, I know. What you're in denial of, you're reaching for the low-hanging fruit, Aries, because it's hard for you to see the positive movement forward all the time. And so you try to just nip it in the bud and take care of things on your own, when this is really just this is a life lesson. This is not get it done and get it done now kind of thing. When you get these beautiful inspirations and visions, they are coming from your higher self. Your higher self and Spirit want to work with you, but you just take it and run and then ignore all the other signs. So this is a big message for you, Aries. It will help you a lot if you're paying attention. Pay attention to everything, including how you feel. Where are we going here? Okay, we're going with the Muse. Nope, we're going with the, okay. Oh, we're going with the Mythic Tarot. Interesting. Well, actually, that makes sense for you, Aries. Tell me about focus, please, for Aries. Tell me about focus, please, for Aries. Yeah. Exactly what I just said, Aries. Spirit is trying to work with you and actually awaken you to this part of the path. It has everything to do with your emotions and how you feel, and to get in touch with your emotions. Learn to self-regulate your emotions, which are your energy, which are linked to Spirit. It's our internal navigation system. But you want to focus on how you feel at all times. And focus on how you feel when things aren't going your way. Focus on how you feel the entire time, but follow the energy trail instead of just taking charge and trying to make things happen. It's time to let go of that. You are going through a grand awakening process at the moment, Aries. It is a beautiful process. There's a lot of beautiful experiences, mystical experiences to be had. Six of Swords, honesty. Yeah, you also want to get honest with yourself about, where your mind has been in the past. Again, I'm getting judgmental, negative. This is also linked to your inner critic. So the way you are with yourself, maybe how one or both of your parents were with you, is the way that you're also projecting outward. So it's time to move to a much calmer way of being within the mind and within your interactions with life. Things will seem less dramatic and chaotic. But this is something you must see and experience first. And a lot of times when we do that, it is through hardship, through painful experiences, or just really disappointing, frustrating experiences. Tell me about High Priestess of Air. Yep, just what I said. The cards are coming out after I speak. Trying to just be the boss, be in charge of everything, and dictate and rule and throw out, what you need, but in a more of it's not being a tyrant, but I'm hearing tyrant. So it's that energy of like, I know best and I need you to do this. Telling people. Being the ruler, but, I feel like Neptune's involved with this one. Mars square Neptune. And they're working on you. You're getting the energy to execute something. You go for it, and then Neptune comes in and like messes everything up. And it feels defeating. It's a lesson. Tell me about complicated for Aries. Yeah. And then what happens? Well, with the spiritual strength, when things get complicated, then you start to think in a new direction. And you start to think about the next thing that you're going to create or manifest. It's like you give up the other thing, like that's not going to work, on to the next thing, right? But just because things are complicated doesn't mean that they're not going to work out. You want to focus on one thing at a time, Aries, one project at a time, and maybe get honest with yourself that you bite off more than you can chew a lot of times, and then you're not receptive to the assistance and help that you do need. You're not even being honest with yourself that that's what you need. Three of Pentacles on the bottom. So let's get some advice for you, Aries, on this one. And if you like this video, Aries, please click the like button. I know we all forget to do that from time to time, but it truly does help with the YouTube algorithms to get the messages out to more people that might need to hear the same message. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe as well. Greatly appreciated and helps with the growth of the channel. Costs nothing to you. Okay, advice for Aries, please. I'm getting that this is a blind spot. It is something that you're kind of aware, but you're in denial of. Also, you're kind of trying to sweep it under the rug. This shadow aspect, or what part of your inner child, inner critic, inner protector, look into doing parts work, inner child work, shadow work for yourself, and you'll see it a lot clearer as to why things get complicated. And when you're stuck in, I don't want to say stuck, but it kind of is. It's a pattern. It's the wheel. It goes round and round and round and round, and you just continue to follow the same pattern over and over again. Starting projects, they kind of get going, and then things get complicated, and you're like, that didn't work. Get another vision. Start that, but you're not communicating with other people to bring them in and have it be more of a collaboration. This also leaves you feeling very alone in your projects, in your adventures, in the things that you're doing, because you're not expressing and communicating and opening up to allow others to come in with their ideas, their energy. And you're not alone, Aries, but I feel like you feel alone in a lot of these situations, projects, ideas, executions. You feel like you're just doing this whole solo thing, and you're probably telling yourself that too. Nobody else really understands me. Nobody wants to get into what I'm into. But I'm telling you, the way I'm reading this is you're not really putting it out there or explaining it or communicating it the way that you actually want to receive it from others. So that is your message for this week, Aries. I hope this was helpful for you, and have a wonderful holiday if I don't come back on. Well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, which is why I'm saying that. Take good care of yourself, and be well. Please click the like button if you haven't. Bye.